All right, guys, welcome back to the shack. Today, I'm going to put together a little video for you guys to kind of carry you on the adventure that was Peach Jam 2025 for me here at the shack. The Peach Jam, for those of you that don't know, here in Chilton County, peaches are a big deal. We've got a water tower that's shaped like a peach. A lot of farmers in the area make their living off of peaches. Some of our most widely known businesses near the interstate, that's what they are, is the farmers markets. They sell peaches and other produce and stuff like that. So peaches here where I'm at in rural Alabama, it's a big deal. And at this peach festival, they have all kinds of vendor booths set up, have music and just a good time. So this is an event that I go to every year, and I do some sales and try to make some contacts there. All right, so with all that said, you would think that at an event like that, my focus would be to make as much money as I could that day. But you would be wrong, because the success of an event isn't always based on the amount of profit you leave with that day. It's the things that you do that day that will benefit you the rest of the year. So that's what I want to go over in this video, as well as kind of take you guys along and show you what happened this year at the Peach Jam. So let's get started. All right, guys, good morning. It is early and it's time to get to work. We got to head to the event. I am not a morning person, so I'm gonna stay off camera and let's get on to the event and get set up. So enjoy the ride. All right, guys, if you don't want to see the tour of the event, then feel free to fast forward toward the end. That's cool. I don't mind. But for you guys that maybe haven't been doing events or looking at doing events, this may be something helpful. A lot of the stuff that I learn by going to events is I look at how other people have their stuff set up. A lot of these people have been doing this a long time. They have lots of experience at how to draw the crowds in, how to get them to step into your area and stuff like that. They're a lot better at it than I am. So I like to kind of peruse the venue and look at the setups and see what is drawing the crowds, what is you know, what would I walk into? You know, like when I walk by this tent, what would draw my attention? Now, I go for the whole what in the world is that big wooden thing sitting over there approach. Whereas some of these guys, like this guy here, he is like leather galore. I would hate to have to stack all that stuff on those tables. That probably took a minute, but he had some really nice leather stuff. My friend Jason over at Cog Hill, I think he picked up a belt there and had his name put on it. That was pretty cool. I'm going to be seeing the belt here pretty soon when he pairs it up with the buckle that were laser engraved. But yeah, here's some other booths. Like I said, just random things. A lot of these are businesses that are just soliciting customers and showing you what their business does and that kind of thing. Some of these are boutiques. They're selling things, everything from energy drinks to honey to jewelry. Like that one's got beef jerky. I mean, you never know what it is that they're going to be selling. Now, there wasn't a whole lot of laser stuff at this event, which was surprising. I know there used to be several people in my area that did it. Like this guy here did some, like, I guess that's UV printed maybe, or, who knows, maybe he's hand drawing that stuff, but it looked really good. But I didn't see a whole lot of laser stuff. There really wasn't that much woodworking stuff here at all, which if had I known that, I might have leaned a little heavier into the actual wood products than what I did. But from my experience, the small things, and I was correct. My little dog tags, the pet tags were probably the biggest seller. And then the bamboo ink pens, those things were hot this weekend. I did several Happy Father's Day, Grandpa Joe, I mean, it was, several of different varieties of Father's Day, ink pens and stuff like that, just little souvenirs. A couple of folks, wanted like pet names, I guess, for their papa or whatever on a pen, and they said they never, found anything with his pet name on there, so they're like, you know what, we'll, just put that on an ink pen for me because he likes, keeping it in his pocket to write things with and so forth. So that was kind of cool. But this is one wood booth right here. This guy had some awesome looking burl and some charcuterie boards and like a lot of, I'm guessing, scroll saw. I didn't really talk to him because he was staying pretty busy. Like a lot of scroll saw stuff back there, but looked like some really good equipment. You can see there, Exit Realty. This is like a spa place there. My friends from down the road over here, Jordan and Anna, coming up here in just a second. There they are. They own some businesses here locally. Jordan actually does laser engraving also. So that's kind of cool. He had a few. I think he had a few things in their little shop that he had done. Possibly didn't really stick around to see, but he usually does sell some stuff at their businesses. But it's a variety of booths, like I said. But I try to make mine kind of stand out. And look what's coming up right there. There is Brandy right next to the Amherst tent. Y'all know Brandy works for the chamber, so yeah, she's busy selling T-shirts at the chamber. There's my folks over at Peach Park. Peach Park's one of our peach-related like farmers markets that's real popular. My buddies over at J&D Produce, they got all kinds of goodies, and I really like the peanuts and the plums that they have. And of course, Durbin's, another one of our interstate, I guess you would say, attractions when it comes to stopping off and getting some peaches. So those are two of the biggest one, Peach Park and Durbin's. But yeah, it wasn't as busy as I had hoped. And like I said, I fault that to a lot of being just the weather. I mean, anytime you tell people that there's probably going to be a thunderstorm and you're having an outside event, there's a really good chance they're not going to come. They're not going to chance it because you're going to be several hundred yards from your vehicle. And thunderstorms in Alabama, like, come out of nowhere and will just devastate you. So me and Klein tried to set my booth up to the point to where if it did start raining, it would be rather easy for us to cover up the critical stuff. And so that's what we did. And I didn't stay selling as long as I probably should have because they wound up right about the time the bands were starting. There was some lightning within the 5-mile perimeter of the event. And so there was a lightning delay. And at that point, it got a little, a lot of the vendors were like, oh, no, let's go. And so it started, people started breaking down. But we did okay. I did not lose money at this event. I made a little extra money. to cover my expenses and everything. Like I said, that's not the focus of why I go. I did make several new connections with customers and people. I got to see some of you guys too. There's Jason and Brooke from Coggill just made an appearance. But yeah, I got to see a lot of folks. Made a couple of business friends as far as products that may be selling in the future. And you can see I'm working the F1 over here, and even the Atom Stack. I did a few things on the Atom Stack as well. There were some businesses out there that I wanted to kind of get their attention. So while I was not doing a whole lot, I actually did make a couple of signs and QR codes and stuff for some of those businesses, like a little, they didn't have a whole lot of stuff on their table to where you could QR code and go to their website. So I took it upon myself to make that while I was, slow at the booth. And in doing so, took it over to them to get their attention and be like, hey, this is the kind of stuff I can do. And they did tell me that they do want to get up with me because there's some things that they may want to do in their business as far as decorative, decor type stuff. And that's a win in my book because that's a lot of the reason I go to these things is to meet new folks. But yeah. Like I said, all in all, it wasn't like a blockbuster event for us as far as sales goes, but I made some really good connections, contacts, got to meet a few of you guys, and had a good time and learned a lot. There's Klein trying to get his Salesman of the Year award. All right, guys, so that is basically it in a nutshell. Like I said, with events, each event is going to be different. It's going to be unique. Each event brings its own opportunities, whether that be immediate profit, whether that be leads to follow up on, regardless of what it is. Just make sure that while you're there, you get the most out of that event. Because just like with this one, you had to pay to be a vendor at the event. So you're already negative as far as profit goes or money goes. So, I feel as though I did pretty good. I didn't lose any money on the event. I didn't make a killing, but I did make enough to, cover my expenses and give Klein a little bit of money for his time for helping me. And so that's a win in my book because those contacts that I made this weekend will pay dividends for the next year, maybe even longer if I get a repeat customer out of the deal. So, like I said, guys, next time you're looking at an event and trying to decide, was it a success or was it not? Look at the big picture. Don't always get focused on those dollar signs. I know a lot of times, especially in this genre or the world of YouTube, people want to stress profit, dollar signs. Every thumbnail has dollar signs in it. That's not always the key to a successful business is, making that profit that day. It's about building a brand and building your business one customer at a time and getting that reputation out there on the street for your business to benefit you for years to come. So there you go. And until next time, guys, if you hadn't already, hit the subscribe button. Follow the channel. I'm trying to make that a little bit of an increase in subscribership to follow me into retirement. According to my sign, I'm down to 108 days as of today, which is Father's Day, June the 15th. And so I'm going to need you subscribers to help, keep me going in retirement. Give me something to do. Help me expand the business. So until next time, guys, be safe and have a good day.